Hey, what's up everybody? N7RBP here. We have a short video. Well, actually it might not be too short. It's going to be mostly audio. Last night I recorded our 2-meter single sideband net, which we have every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. And we have people from out of the city that check in on a semi-regular basis, and one of the regulars that checks in is K7POJ up in Roseburg, Oregon. We are in Medford, Oregon. Roseburg is approximately 100 miles north of us through extremely hilly, mountainous terrain. I'm always amazed at the fact that there's so many hills and huge hills, almost mountains between our town here in Medford and Roseburg as we drive up Interstate 5. So this video is basically just give you an idea what 2-meter sideband is capable of doing, and the net that we had last night. And like I say, it'll be mostly audio, but we've got 2 stations here in the Rogue Valley in the Medford area that are running 10 watts. KC7HEX is running 10 watts in his mobile, and as you'll hear, he's able to carry on a good conversation. It's light, but he's able to carry on a conversation with K7POJ up in Roseburg from his mobile. And then we've got K7BBS, David, in Phoenix, Oregon, which is just a little bit south of Medford. And he's on a ICOM 705 with a maximum of 10 watts as well. He's running a 3-element horizontally polarized Yagi, but 10 watts, making it all the way to Roseburg. So pretty incredible what you can do with 2-meter sideband. And then, of course, we have our local net with local rag chew, and just kind of a fun net every Tuesday night. So we won't let this go any further. We'll get into it, and you can just kind of hear what our 2-meter sideband net is like. And for those of you that are part of the 2-meter sideband net, you can listen as well all the way through if you want, or since you've already heard it once, if you want to skip through and listen to your signal as it sounds on my radio, then obviously feel free to do that. Just kind of skip through it until you hear your transmissions, and or for those who are interested in what everything sounds to my station sometimes just does not hear nearly as well as other stations. KJ7JAL, Jeff, he hears Roseburg 3-4 times better than I do. And then there's others that can't hear him at all. So anyhow, try to make this really short here and get right into the meat of the subject. You can listen to the audio and go from there. So we'll see you in audio land.
Thank you. I'm dimming the lights here, so thank you, man. Okay, K7POJ, WC7R, back to net. Okay, I don't know if Dewey was going to make it. Let's see. Having a moment here. KM7DW, Dewey, are you hearing POJ? I heard 2 stations in there. One was HEX, and I heard another station. I don't know if that was Dewey.
Kilo Whiskey 5 Victor.
That's Kilo Whiskey 5 Victor down in Ashland, Jeff.
Oh wow, Kilo Victor 5. Can you hear Steve in Roseburg?
Oh, Roger. He's coming in S5. S5 1 2 3 4 5. No problem. Copying Steve. KW5V.
KW5V, K7POJ. What's your handle, man?
This is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo, Victor Echo. We're located in Ashland. We'll talk several times. Back to you.
What was that last part? You said you were in Ashland and then something, over?
We have talked this several times. We have talked in the past. Back to you.
Okay, very good. And you know I have the same name, over?
Oh, Roger, Roger.
Yeah, there's so many Steves on the Jefferson Net. I go by Steven on that one, just to keep it straight, over.
Yeah, Roger, this is probably one of the best I have heard you. You're a solid S5, speaking at S6. So, great copies today. Back to you.
Well, I bought a new power divider from M Squared and put it up there, and the one that I had apparently wasn't phasing stuff right. And also, I found a black connector when I was switching it out. So, it's just a matter of, getting everything fine-tuned, over.
Yeah, I know how it goes. Yeah, you're peaking at S7 now. Just incredible signal. Best I've heard you. Well, great copy, and I'll turn it back to Net, KW5.
All right, good to hear from you, Steve. Back to Net, KW. All right, a lot of folks can hear POJ today. Walter, how you hearing POJ?
KC 7ATX Mobile, Delta Walters. I hear Steven S3 coming up to S5 from time to time, but I am mobile, so that's understandable.
Well, Walter, you're running between an S2 to an S5. Kind of goes up and down. I'm sure it depends on what tree you're next to. So let's see if you heard me. Back to you, Walter.
I hear you playing. Very good. Like I said, S3 to S5, up and down. But obviously you hear me pretty good. You got a good stack of antennas up there that could pull in the weak signals. KC 7ATX Mobile.
Okay, I'm not getting all of it, a little bit up and down, but there's a fella up there at Crooked River Ranch who wants to talk to you on Thursday night, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I would get a hold of HB. I would try to make sure I'm on Thursday night and get Hotel Bravo there in Redmond, or Prineville, I think. And I got him before, and I'm hoping to get Tracy, the guy in Tracy is on KC-786.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't think I'll be here in the chat, but I'll let it rip online there. So I'm going to give it back to Net, and good to talk to you, Walter, 7-3. And Merry Christmas if we don't catch up with you Thursday night. Back to Net, K7.
Wow, you just went up to the S9. I mean, you are just booming clear. Okay, I see you by Thursday night. Merry Christmas, and give your wife a hug, and back to Net.
And you are S7.
What you can do with 10 watts mobile.
And a good antenna.
Okay, Jeff.
All right, I better ID. This is KJ7JL on the 2-meter Southern Oregon Net talking to Roseburg. I'm trying to figure out how we could triangulate to Grants Pass, but I'll work on that. Let's see. Anyone else can hear POJ, wants to try to make a contact? Go ahead.
K7POJ, KM7DEW.
Okay, I've got Dave in Phoenix, and I got Dewey in Jacksonville. Dewey, take it away, old man.
Hey there, K7POJ, this is KM7DEW. How's my signal copy?
Oh, I just looked up and I saw the blue LEDs next to the number 9, so try it again.
Okay, great. You're coming in 5-9 over here. I'm pointing a horizontal Yagi at your location, I believe, around 330 degrees.
Okay, that was, probably, S9 plus, almost an S10, I'd say.
Excellent. All right. Well, good contact. Thanks a bunch, Steve. I appreciate it. This is KM7DEW. clearing the frequency for K7BBS.
Alright, good to meet you too. BBS, Mr. Phoenix, David, it's your turn.
Going into a 3-element Yagi, which right now I have pointed behind me. So, I guess I'm doing a little action bounce, maybe.
A nice big mountain to bounce off of.
Well, you're coming in mighty fine. I mean, I can even catch you in there, probably more like an S5 or so without the preamps. And, I love these continuous contacts we have with you up there in the north. And, I've been telling these people in Roseburg and so forth, you're supposed to send the rain down here. We're getting a little bit today. My rain gauge has only caught 0.05 inches of rain, but I think it's done a little more of that.
My hair got wet.
Well, that's pretty good. Well, all right, Steve, we'll go ahead and toss it back to Ness, and great making contact with you. This is K7BBS.
Okay, K7BBS, and Merry Christmas to you there, Dave. This is K7POJ, and I'm going to make a local call here before I give it back to Nat. Anybody around Roseburg, Winston, want to try to talk to the Rogue Valley? The Rogue Valley VHF net is on tonight, over. And Jeff, I'm not hearing anything here local, so back to you, over. Okay, Roger. So I think would be interesting is, I'll make one last call, but I'm wondering, Bob, if when you contact Grants Pass, if we can have POJ aim his antenna at Grants Pass, and I will keep my antenna aimed at Roseburg. I'm just thinking if we could coordinate contacts with Grants Pass. Bob, what do you think?
Yeah, no problem. That would be fine. Just let me know when we're ready to flip antennas to the Grants Pass area, and I'll tell him that Steve is pointing his antenna towards Grants Pass.
Okay, so just to be clear, I'm going to keep my antenna horizontal and aimed at Roseburg because I can hear you. I will not hear Grants Pass, and I'll let you. I'll sort of relay in case POJ can't hear anything. He'll have to turn his antenna towards me. But okay, one more call. Anybody anywhere would like to try to contact POJ? Go now. Okay, nothing heard. Steve, what do you think about aiming your antenna to Grants Pass? And if you don't hear anything, aim it back at me, and I'll relay to Bob. Okay, I'm going to do it while you hear me here. So I am pointed at the beacon there in White City. Now I'm going to go 15 degrees to the west. So here we are. Now we're looking at 180 at Grants Pass. And anybody in Grants Pass, hello, Grants. All right, so I can actually hear POJ even though he's aimed at Grants Pass. So now we're just going to let N7RBP see if he can get any station in Grants Pass to try to contact POJ. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. This is N7RBP with the 2-meter sideband group here in Medford. We're got our antenna pointed at Grants Pass, and we're going to see if we can raise anybody over there. And before I ask for anybody, I want to tell the people that are hearing me right now in Grants Pass that we have just arranged for K7POJ in Roseburg to point his Yagi at Grants Pass, directly at Grants Pass. He's coming in here really well tonight. He's revamped his system. He's running some pretty super power, and we're getting him about 7 S units down here. So while he is still listening and has his antenna pointed towards Grants Pass, let's see if we can get anybody in Grants Pass to talk to him. So WA6OTP, Jim, are you on frequency? Okay, WA60TP, this is N7RBP. I'm going to let you take it right now, Jim, and see if you or anybody else on frequency wants to talk to K7POJ, because he's really doing the trick tonight. And if there's anybody there that wants to try to make the contact, this would be the good night to do it. Over. Okay, Jim. Very good. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry that you weren't able to talk to POJ. That's unfortunate. Jeff, can you ask POJ if he heard WA6OTP up there in Roseburg at all? Over.
Roger, Roger. Will do. K7POJ, KJ7JL. Can you hear me? Did you hear W6OTP's transmission from Grants Pass? Roger, Roger. He was an S4 and then he went down to an S1? And understandable. All right, Bob, did you hear POJ there?
No, I didn't. I've got my antenna pointed at Grants Pass, so I wasn't on the Roseburg antenna. But I did copy that he did hear WA6OTP originally at an S4, and then he dropped down to an S1. Is that a Roger?
Negative. He heard you, but he did not hear OTP for some reason. So he was listening. Didn't move his meter. Didn't see anything.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, WA6OTP. I don't know if you heard Jeff. He's on his Roseburg antenna, so you may not have heard him, but evidently he was not able to hear your call. Over. Okay, Jim, thank you. WA6OTP, KA7WRU, and AA7CL. Thanks, Jim Ivy and Jim. And doggone it, I was really thinking and hoping that it would be a real good contact to Roseburg for you guys there in Grants Pass tonight, but I guess it wasn't in the cards. Just for what it's worth department, the signals from Grants Pass aren't nearly as strong tonight as they usually are here. A little higher noise level, I guess. I'm not sure what the deal is, but No problem hearing you, and I usually hear Jim quite well, but he was just above the noise level, AA7CL tonight. So that's the way it is sometimes. Conditions are hardly ever the same from one night to the next. So anyhow, the three of you, we appreciate the check-in, and I guess better luck next time. Anyhow, let's see if there's anybody here in the Rogue Valley that wants to see if they can make a contact to Grants Pass. Anybody here like to give them a shout over there? Try now. Okay, Jim. Well, thanks for the flowers. I appreciate that. I, for some reason, seem to make it into Grants Pass much better than I hear. And I think it's just because of you guys lucky dogs over there that have such a low noise level compared to the Medford area. So that's what I attribute it to anyhow. Plus, we got a lot of Christmas lights in the neighborhood now, and Christmas lights are always, every year I notice an increase in the noise floor with all the Christmas lights. And I mean, I'll tell you, every one of my neighbors has got a big display of Christmas lights. So that's pretty much what I attribute it to, over. Okay, Jim. Thanks for the contact. Anybody else in the Rogue Valley want to try to make a contact to Grants Pass before we sever the tie? Over.
Hey, Merry Christmas, OTP Jim, KC7HX. Okay, Jim. So I got you a solid 7, so KC7HX.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, in Grants Pass, and I guess there's nobody else in the Rogue Valley that wants to try it. I'm going to give it one more shot there. Anybody want to try Grants Pass? Over.
KM7DEW to Grants Pass. Anybody over there? Yeah, I've got you there. NB7W, is that right? Okay, Roger, yeah, WA6OTP. I got you there, KM7DW. All right, yeah, it's a little weak. I've only got you around 3 pounds here. All right, WA6OTP, KM7DW, clear. AA7CL, I got you around 7, 5-7.
Okay, so yeah, you're not registering much on the S, but you're getting like F2 at times, so I hear you just fine. Sounds good. You're making it
Yeah. How about now? Is that any better? AA7CL, KM7DW.
Yeah, you're much better. That's 5 now. What'd you do? Rotate a little bit?
Yeah, I went ahead and switched to the horizontal and rotated it over towards you around 310. Okay,
so you're on the horizontal yak now? That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's going to be a stronger beam, even though it's cross mode. And it's hard for me to get around the hill to Grants Pass sometimes.
Well, you certainly improved here to Merlin, no problem. Good to hear you, Dewey, and thanks for checking in. KM7DW,
Thank you, AA7TL, and it improved my receive as well, so good stuff. KM7DEW, back to net, or whoever's in Grants Pass.
Okay, Dewey, very good. You and Jim made a good contact there. That's excelento. All right, well, we did pull one more out of the closet there for Grants Pass. Let's see if we can make one more before we sever the tie there. Anybody else in the Rogue Valley want to talk with the three guys in Grants Pass that are listening right now? Over.
This is K7DBS. I'm not sure if anyone in Grants Pass can hear me, but I could barely do some fine-tuning and make out that last person that KM7DW spoke with, and wondered if he could hear me.
This is A7TL. KB7DBS. I can hear you. You're really, really light, but I do copy. Over.
I can just about make out what you're saying, so I would say that this is a successful contact.
Yeah, no problem, Dave. How much power are you running? How much power? Over.
I am running 1-0. I'm running 10 watts. Very little tweaky on a horizontal 4-element Yagi.
All right, very good. Did that help my signal at all? Do you copy any better? Over.
Yes, I do. I do copy a little better. I would say you're about an F3 on my meter, and very copyable.
I concur, Jim.
All right, well, very good. Well, you're definitely sounding good here, Dave, for just 10 watts. That's pretty great. What are you running for an antenna?
I'm running a 4-element Yagi that's horizontal polarized.
All right, well, good job, Dave. Nice to hear you. GMWA60TP, do you copy Dave, K7BBS? All right, anybody else in Grants Pass copy K7BBS? Okay, I guess that's it, Dave. Just me over here tonight.
Well, all right. That's much better than before. And, my little radio, my little 705 is turning out to be a toy well spent, because I'm using all features of it, including SDH, and having a blast. All right, so I'm going to turn it back over to Net. Great talking to you, and have a good Christmas.
All right, 73 from AA7TL.
Hey Dave, KC7HX.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you said you're horizontal. I think most of those guys are vertical, so that might be the issue.
Maybe, but the other one I have is an omnidirectional vertical, which I don't have an easy way to switch back and forth.
Understand. KC7HX.
AA7TL, KM7DW.
Yeah, go ahead, Dewey, AA7TL.
Yeah, I just wanted to check. I turned the radio down to 5 watts to see if you could still hear me. How am I doing?
I'm not registering anything on the S-meter, but I still copy. I hear you just fine, though.
Okay, there's about 50 watts there.
You went for nothing on the S-meter up to an S5.
Yeah, you're 5.5 now, by the way. Whatever you did, I concur that with Bob and Dave that I got you at 5 now, 5.5. So, anyways, just wanted to test the 5 watts, see if it worked. Thanks a bunch. I appreciate it. Back to net, KM7DW.
Hey Jim, Charlie Lima, KC7HX.
Hi, Walt. Go ahead, AA7TL.
Yeah, I got you. As a 9. What did you do?
I went ahead and turned on some compression. Did the audio sound distorted or anything?
Nope. C7HX from East Medford, Charlie November 82.
All right, guys, N7RBP with the 2-meter single sideband net. We're going to try one more time. Anybody else in the Rogue Valley want to talk to Grants Pass? Now's your chance. Over. All righty then. Well, Jim, thanks. And that sure made a big difference, that compression. That made it from just barely above the noise floor to an armchair copy. So that definitely did the trick, and there's no distortion on this side at all that I can detect. Very clean signal with the compression on. Over.
Okay, well, that's good to know. I kind of forgot about it. I went through and set the IC7300 up and forgot that I could do that with a 9700, so I went and kind of set it up pretty much the same way. So, yeah, it definitely took my average power up considerably. It's up there quite a bit. So, all right, well, good to know. I've got a little bit more get her done with the compression on. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you guys and hearing everybody this evening. Everybody take care, and Merry Christmas from Josephine County and Merlin, AA7TL.
One other thing, Jim, I always run my compression on 3, and I don't think I've touched it for months and months and months, if not maybe a year or more, but I just jumped it up to 7. Did that make any difference on your end?
You know, it really didn't. I'm running mine currently on 6. I've done a bunch of reading on it, and that's kind of what everybody suggested, but I'm using a computer headset and running audio out of my PC into the back of the 9700 over the Ethernet, so it might be a little bit different, but I didn't notice a whole lot of your signal. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. I just put it back to 3. That's where I've had it, like I say, forever and ever. That's where I usually keep it. All right, Jim. Well, thanks for being there. Both Jims and Ivy, appreciate you being there, and I think it was a good exchange tonight all the way around. AA7CL with the group in Grants Pass. This is N7RBP with the 2-meter sideband group in Medford. I'm going to turn it back to Jeff. Major net control. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead, K7BBS.
I just wanted to add for me, because I have those controls too, that I'm running my mic gain at 100% and my compression at 9.
Well, it sounds good at 9. It's a little weak because I'm pointed towards Grants Pass right now, but it sounds good, David.
Yep, well, I just wanted to note that, seeing that others were dialing with the same thing. So I'll toss it back to Matt. This is K7BBS.
Did you notice any difference in my compression when I went from 3 to 9?
Just that you were a little louder, but I didn't. It wasn't very, how should I say, noteworthy of a change.
Okay, very good. Thanks for the report. All right, we're going to turn it back to Jeff, KJ7JAL. Go ahead, Jeff.
All right, guys, excellent net. This is Net Control KJ7JL in Medford, and wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. And we'll good contacts all around. I think we had 6 contacts to Roseburg, and I think 3 or 4 to Grants Pass. So, guys, great net. I will not be here next week. I'll be off the air. So hope everybody has a great holidays, and I will return this frequency to normal use. KJ7JL and the 2-meter single sideband net.